dutekereza bari mu minembwe ubunyine kuri no mu Gwitsankuku ni Masisi Walikale hose muri Eastern Congo tuvuge ngo kwigwanaho n'ubuzima twese tubisubiremo rimwe kwigwanaho n'ubuzima murakoze cyane. Refugees, they flee the same plot, different time, different places, but same plot. For my generation, we survived the Gatumba massacre in 2004. This is after we had been forced to flee our homes in Uvira. We crossed the border to the nearest town of Gatumba in Burundi. We were housed in a UN peacekeeping camp that was tasked to protect us and our families. But after 3 months, the camp was attacked, and many people lost their lives. And from there, the US decided that they needed to resettle many of the survivors to the US. For my family, we were resettled in New York, in Rochester, New York. And Dayton has a big majority of them here, but also in all the 50 states. And many other Banyamulenge who survived other massacres in different time, before Gatumba and after. The US really increased the numbers of the Banyamulenge to resettle in the US, because it is a community that is targeted in the DRC. And so we are here. Fast forward in 2019, most people here were just minding their business, building their families. When again the targeting of Banyamulenge who were remaining in the whole plateau, this is in the outskirts of Uvira mountains. This is originally where the Banyamulenge come from. We're being targeted again. And so this is where my life begins with the Lieutenant General Lukunda Makanika. We are different in age, but same struggle. He was working. He was a colonel in the government forces. I was here as a mother with my second-born child. I was a nurse. Like many of people here, we're also doing the same thing. Like how Michelle was in a different province, serving the country. And so when the targeting happened in the whole plateau, there was no gathering like this. There was no meeting, there's no strategic meeting that happened. Everyone felt that they needed to do something. For him, he left the military and went to defend the people. That's what he knows. And for us, what did we have? Some income. So we need to organize to be with people who are being targeted in the DRC. At that time, I was leading the community organization. And so we needed to organize and help people in a humanitarian way. And when he arrived there, it was not a direct I guess, link. We did. No. Ntabwo twakoranye ngo tuhuze umugambi.
Siwe twakoranaga umugambi.
Yagiye yitumye. Kubera ko umutima we wamutumye gutabara. N'abanyamurenge bari muri diaspora nabo barebye uko babigenza. Niho twakomeje umugambi wo kwigwanaho nk'uko ababyeyi bacu mbere batubwiye mu mateka. So this is the third generation yo kwigwanaho. And so niyo mpamvu navuze ngo reka tubwire fourth and the fifth generation yo kwigwanaho mu Cyongereza. Abantu bazaba bafite uburyo bwabo bwo kwigana icyo gihe, ariko tugomba kubabwira amateka. And so nagiriwe umugisha mwinshi wo kuba muri iyo generation yo kwigwanaho. Iyi ntwari muri ico gihe nayo ihagurutse kuvuga ngo igwane ku bwoba. Ukuntu yagiye, ukuntu yoganizinze abasore kugira ngo bagwane ku babyeyi, uriya mwuka wiwe, spirit ya Makanika, the spirit of his name is not Makanika. His name is Michel Rukunda Makanika. Sorry, Michel Rukunda. And Elias is Makanika. It really means he's a mechanic. It means mechanic, and then in Kinyamurenge we kind of twisted and said Makanika. As you said, he went empty-handed. He did not take anything from the armed forces. He just said, I could not stand this. I could not sit here, get paid, having a colonel in the armed forces, while my parents, my aunts, my nephews being killed. And so when he got there, he became a mechanic to engineer the youth, to organize them, to say before they could kill your wife, you have to defend them first. And so, like the previous speakers had said in the previous sessions, all the armed groups in the region formed an alliance against us, against Banyamulenge, and they were all supported by the government. And we are the minority, mind you, and you an alliance based on identity to exterminate one minority group. In this situation, here in the diaspora, it was a moral compass for us to organize ourselves, to help our loved ones because their houses were being burned, health centers were being destroyed, they were being internally displaced, they needed a humanitarian assistance. Our government was siding with those who were killing us. Our government. And so we had to be our own UN. We had to be our own humanitarian service. And so he had to also defend the community. And so his spirit really inspired me. Even though we didn't work with him hand in hand, but we worked with those people that he was supporting, he was protecting. And that is still the situation today. He really organized and made sure people were protected. Even in that situation, he never fought against the government. He only wanted to protect his loved ones. The armed forces were in Minembwe.
abasirikare bari Minembwe.
He was in the outskirts fending off the militias.
Yari hanze Minembwe arwanya ababanzi bari gushaka kwica Abanyamulenge.
But many times, like we said, the armed forces supported the militias by giving them tactical gears, training, where to protect Banyamulenge. We would never ever attack the government.
Yirinda kurwanya leta muri ibyo bihe byose akomeza kurinda ubwoko.
Until the day he died.
Kugeza umunsi yapfuye.
They struck and they killed him by drone.
Umunsi bamaze kumwica bamwicishije drone.
And that's when the Twigwaneho self-defense said enough is enough.
Nibwo abana bavuze ngo birahagije.
You had killed our leader.
Ubwo mwishe umuyobozi wacu.
That mean, and this is after 5 years of self-defense.
Yari imyaka 5 bagize
vowing not to touch the government, still waiting for the government to change its mind and protect everyone. And that's when they allied themselves with the M23. Because they were abandoned. And M23 is a Tutsi group, like Banyamulenge from North Kivu. They are also trying to protect their families that were chased out of the country. And so, I want to say in a humanitarian way, we've tried to mobilize even doctors to go to Minembwe. They were targeted and killed on their way. Humanitarian aid, trunks, anything that could get to Minembwe was destroyed on its way to Minembwe. This means that they were trying to kill and uproot Banyamulenge out of their land by fire or by hunger. Up until now, Minembwe is under a blockade. It means Banyamulenge cannot trade with other local tribes, while other tribes are able to travel from one area to another. And if you're trying to get there, you will be killed, lynched. Not only as a civilian, by the way, not only as a civilian, even if you are an armed serviceman, the fact that you're Munyamulenge, you'll be taken out of the car, lynched. These things have happened over the course of the 8 years of this struggle. And so, what I'm saying is that Banyamulenge have been abandoned for many, many years. This is the third generation, like I said. But we have refused to surrender. And that's what he said, that we will defend ourselves until the very last drop of blood. And we are so grateful for everyone who has stood with Banyamulenge and the whole plateau, so that they do not surrender. Reka nshimira Abanyamulenge cyane. They babaye abatabazi.
They have been defending and also supporting themselves
mu buryo bwose.
different ways.
Mu gihe abantu bose babakuyeho amaboko,
When all people were just left them,
mwabeshejeho ababyeyi banyu
you stood up and they support your family
ino myaka yose
for all these years
kugeza n'uyu munsi.
up to now.
ntimugacike intege
Don't quit.
nubwo intwari yacu yadusize
Even though Makanika died,
ndetse n'abandi bose yajanye nayo
and the other people died with him,
n'abandi baracarimo bagenda
and others still dying.
ariko ubu niwo murage twasigiwe
But this is a legacy.
ntitwatoye kuba abanyamurenge
We didn't choose to be who we are.
n'Imana yabishatse
God chose us, and
Imana yabishatse izatugwanirira
the God who created us will
nimba
protect
twebwe
us
tutirekuye
if we don't quit.
icyo nje nobasaba
But I can ask you,
ni ubumwe
it's unity.
ndabizi ko dufite abatuvuyemo
We have people who left us,
bakorana n'umwanzi kuko batekereza yuko hari ubukiriro
who are now working with our enemy.
abo ngabo ko tubazi
We know them,
ariko se twebwe
but for us,
dusigaye muri uyu murongo wo
we
kwigwanaho
are still defending ourselves.
ndabasaba kugira ngo tugire ubumwe
Otherwise, I would like to ask you to be united.
ibintu byose bito bito byotuma tutagwanira hamwe
And small things that can divide us,
tubyoroshe
make it easy.
tubigire ubusa
Put it aside.
tugwanire hamwe
The fight together.
kuko intsinzi yacu ya mbere
You know our defeat.
ni uko twagwanye turi umwe
It's just unity.
duciye mu bintu byinshi mwagiye mukora
And different ways.
ari ugutanga umusanzu
Supporting.
ari ugutabara mu buryo bwose bushoboka
The way you supported it, in any way you supported.
ari ubuvugizi
Advocacy.
ibyo ni ibigaragaza yuko turi bamwe
That shows that we are one.
sintekereza ko hari ubundi bwoko bwo sustaining a struggle imyaka 8 bwonyine hatariho external support
Can't imagine other tribes in the community that can
ibyo ni ibigaragaza yuko hari ubumwe
That shows that we are one.
ariko ntabwo biri enough
But it's not enough.
hari abantu bamwe bakora abandi bakumva yuko bireba
We
abandi
still have people who are not supporting.
twese biratureba
It's for all of us.
ndashaka gushimira abamama ku mwihariko
I want to thank our women.
mwarakoze
Thank you so much.
bayobowe na mama Anastasie
By our leader, Mama Anastasia.
uriya ni mudacogora niko namwita
She never gave up.
mu kuorganizinga abadamu
She always
no
organized.
kubaganiriza no kubashira hamwe
Talk to them, put them together.
turabasaba kugira ngo mukomeze noneho mube hafi y'abasigaye
Continue supporting those.
abasigaye ruguru ni imfubyi
Those who went in with them.
ni imfubyi batakaje umubyeyi
They no longer have.
ababyeyi murabizi kurera imfubyi uko bimeze
Women, you know how to.
mugomba noneho kurushirizaho kurushaho
Do more.
ndabibwira abamama ariko ndabibwira mwese n'ababyeyi n'abana
So I'm telling men, the young men,
mureke dukomeze twegerane
let us be united.
tubumwe
Let's be one.
ariko ubu nyine kandi ntituri twenyine
And let me tell you.
twagize n'abandi ntitukiri inkeho
Now we have other
dufite abandi dufatikanyije urugamba
people that are one.
kandi nabo turabashimira
We thank them as well.
sinzi muri Bible ukuntu babyita
I don't know in the Bible how they
iyo
fight.
urugamba rwakomeraga
When the war is very hard.
abantu barahagurukaga kuri Joshua
In the book of Joshua,
bakazamura amaboko
people rose and
kugira ngo
raised their hands
bakomeze abari ku rugamba
so they can have
kandi urugamba rurakomeye
those
bunyine
who are fighting
mu minembwe
in Minembwe.
ntekereza yuko bashakaga kuburizamo kino kintu ca Gideyoni
They wanted to stop.
bari bashaka gufata minembwe turimo hano
They wanted to
ariko barananiwe
But up to now,
ntibazanabishobora
they will never.
rero reka mbasabe mwese muhaguruke
Let me ask you to stand.
tuzamure amaboko
All of us raise our hands.
tuyatunge mu minembwe bakomeze urugamba kugeza dutashe muzamuhaguruke mwese
Amen.
mu minembwe ni east mwese
Amen.
mu minembwe ni east este
It's okay.
so tuwatunga amaboko
We are going to raise our hands and support those people in Minembwe.
turavuga twese ngo kwigwanaho
We're going to say defend ourselves.
ni ubuzima
It's a life.
kuko iyi ni generation turimo yacu ya gatatu
In a third generation,
abagenzi
the Gen Z
n'abagena alpha
and Gen Alpha,
muzaba muri generation ya gatanu
we are going to be generation 5.
ahari ntibizaba bimeze gutya
It will be the same.
ariko kwigwanaho kuzakomeza
But defend
reka
ourselves.
twese rero dutunge amaboko
Let's just show our hands over there.
dutekereza abari mu minembwe ubu nyine kuri no mu Rwitsankuku
Remember those people when they give Kibasuba,
ni Masisi
in Masisi,
Walikale
Walikale,
hose muri Eastern Congo
places in those areas.
tuvuge ngo kwigwanaho
They defend ourselves.
n'ubuzima
It's a life.
twese tubisubiremo rimwe
1, 2, 3.
kwigwanaho n'ubuzima. Murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.